Yo, what is up, y'all? My name is Devin, and today we are going to be talking about, why do I always say we when I'm the only one talking? We are going to be talking about trans men and facial hair. And you guys are probably like, Devin, you're not the best to be speaking on facial hair. Leave me and my pubic beard alone, okay? I say pubic because it literally looks like pubes. And let me give you guys some fucking science. But before I get into that, make sure if you're new here, new as and not subscribed, please go ahead and help me out, please. Also, if you're interested in one-on-one coaching or purchasing a plan for me, training or a meal plan, go ahead and email me, devindoescoaching@gmail.com, which will also be in the description down below. Follow me on my social media, Instagram and TikTok will also be linked down below. Enough of me and my chit chat, okay? Let's get to the freaking video. So I was having a conversation with this cis guy, most guys are. I was pre-T and I was telling him how much I was looking forward to growing a beard when I began on my journey of testosterone. And he was essentially telling me,
bro, like, you were born a girl, so how does that work with like facial hair? Like, wouldn't you just not get any since you were born a girl?
I didn't know exactly how to word the concept to him that trans men also grow facial hair. I was just like, bro, I'm gonna grow a beard. Like, I didn't know the vocabulary to articulate to him that trans men also grow facial hair. Even if I showed him pictures, the fact that I didn't know how to explain it to him made me just seem so uneducated about my own existence. So I'm gonna give you guys the actual explanation as to why trans men grow facial hair and why some trans guys even grow better facial hair than cis guys. There's a fly. Cat. So this is how trans men are able to grow facial hair. Everybody has a genetic propensity for any trait whatsoever, facial hair being one of those. Cis men, cis women, everybody has a genetic baseline for facial hair. The only difference between men and women and why men have facial hair, some of them do, and why women don't have facial hair, some of them do as well, testosterone, okay? So everybody has the genetics for facial hair. That's why you see some women literally have mustaches. Obviously, this is also an indicator of low estrogen. Hispanic women, especially my girlfriend is Honduran, like her arm, she calls a chupacabra. And that just means that her genetics, her family history allows for more facial hair. So if you have the genetic propensity to grow facial hair, you take testosterone, the testosterone acts as a catalyst to you growing out your facial hair. So testosterone simply triggers your facial hair genetics. So if you're like me and your mom's side of the family didn't really have a whole lot of facial hair and your dad's side of the family didn't have a whole lot of facial hair, you're kind of just left here like with something like this, or some guys just simply can't grow a beard, period. And that has nothing to do with testosterone. Obviously, if you do take more testosterone, you're gonna push your genetic baseline a little bit further into maximum mode. There's a point of diminishing return even with lasting your testosterone dosage, which I don't recommend doing simply for facial hair. That's not the point that I'm getting at whatsoever. If you are on a low dose of testosterone, the testosterone is not at a high enough dosage to trigger your genetic baseline. If you're like sub 400, sub 300s, I don't really see facial hair being super activated at that level, but everybody is different. Just because you're within the average range of testosterone doesn't mean that you can grow facial hair. Perfect example being cis males. A lot of cis guys can't grow fucking facial hair to save their life. That means that they have shitty genetics for facial hair. There are ways to hack your facial hair genetics the same way that people who have crappy muscle genetics take steroids to enhance their muscle growth. You can obviously get the beard implant surgery. Some guys go with that, cis, trans, whatever, people go with it. Not really for me personally. Some people find beards very gender affirming, but besides the whole surgery thing, lo and behold, the magnificent Minoxidil. The basic protocol for boosting your facial hair is Minoxidil once in the morning, once at night. I did have the micro needle roller at some point, but my girlfriend probably threw it away because she realized that I was literally getting nowhere with it. So the classic beard growth protocol with Minoxidil, applying it once in the morning and once at night, dermal rolling it in, and then also keeping your face moisturized, whether it's like creams or oil, making sure that your face is clean as can be. My only bone to pick with Minoxidil dries your face out. In my opinion, if you are pre-T, under 1 year on T, give your genetics a chance to blossom. It's gonna take a while for certain changes to kick in. Under 1 year on T, you've definitely not maxed out on your testosterone changes. There are certain things that keep happening. The biggest thing being facial hair and body hair, period. Especially for pre-T people, I know it's hard as fuck to wait until you're on testosterone. You just want to get your gender affirmed as soon as possible. Being on testosterone, your skin is already changing, right? Like my skin always had a baby's face before I started testosterone, and my face got sort of rougher and it got greasy as fuck. The first year on testosterone, your face is gonna go through a shit ton of changes. A lot of people get acne, a lot of people get greasy as hell. So I just feel like throwing another variable into your journey is just just gonna stress you out. There's already so many changes happening. I don't feel like you should be throwing another variable in there. Sometimes you're gonna have the 5 o'clock shadow with the teenage boy beard and the little teenage boy mustache as well. You learn that you have other redeeming qualities and that the world doesn't end, okay? So when the cis guy goes,
how come this trans guy has better facial hair than me? It must be because he's stabbing himself with testosterone.
It's not because of that, it's because of your genetic baseline. If you are pre-T or you are under 1 year on testosterone, be patient. Let the magic juice do its work. Make sure you're consistent with your shots. Make sure you're consistent with your dosage. Ultimately, it takes patience, my brothers and my siblings. So that is the video, you guys. Hopefully you did find it somewhat insightful. If you are interested in one-on-one coaching or a meal or training plan, go ahead and email me. I would love to work with you if you're ready to put in the work. Like I always say, Devin loves you, Devin's a Dawn, and Devin is out of here, boy.